Merry Christmas to everyone, and thank you for Michael for the shout out from yesterday.
100% of the credit to finding this hack goes to Daniel Kovacs.
I texted him in the morning when I found out that you can actually unlock all of the features in DaVinci Resolve. And for those of you who don't have a keyboard, I will show you now what you can do. In order to make this work for you, you need a smartphone. It can be Apple, it can be Android. You go and search for the app Bluetooth Keyboard TM. It's free. And you open this one up, and the very first time it tries to pair with your device. So you have to go to the settings, to Bluetooth. But I had a specific problem. So normally here it should pop up something like, let me just show you this one here, if I turn this off. So you can pair it, and it will show up as BLEWBM. If I type this, now it should show. But I had a specific problem because my both devices are logged in with the same Apple ID. And somehow I couldn't connect with this, and it was never showing in the list. Then I took the iPhone from my girlfriend, and no problem, on her device I could see this keyboard and even pair it, and it was working. So what was the workaround to do this? Because I can use this smartphone as a Wi-Fi hotspot, I can always turn it on, Wi-Fi hotspot, for my logged in devices. So for example, here on Wi-Fi, I always see my phone. Even if this one is turned off for other people, this is always on. So I was thinking about, okay, maybe I just type this one on, connect it, and see what happens. And then finally, I was connected to my iPad. And for whatever reason, don't ask me why, it doesn't show you here in the list, but it is connected through Bluetooth. I show you. If I go to the notes, and here on top, you can activate the keyboard. No, I don't want to have, there's a pro version, but I don't want to have the pro version. So if I type it in, you can see I type in on this keyboard here. So let's go to DaVinci Resolve. To get the full functions in DaVinci Resolve, you have to open the shortcuts menu. And you can do this by hitting Alt, Command, and K. And you have to be fast. If you're not fast enough, this happens if you hit Command too long, you will have this one. So no, we don't want this. You have to be fast. Boom. And the shortcuts is opening. And when you go to the shortcuts app, like I said in my last video, under all commands, you have to scroll down. And you will see show pages. Not switch to page, that doesn't work, but show pages. And you can now put keyboard shortcuts to this specific. So if I go out here, and I, for example, now used the function keys, I can turn on all of those different pages. Now you see I can go to the edit page. For whatever reason, let me show you something. For whatever reason, if I connect this with this device and I restart DaVinci, when you restart DaVinci, you only have 2 tabs. And on my Magic Keyboard, no problem, I can use the shortcuts immediately and get all the other tabs. But for whatever reason, I can't use the shortcuts here. And the workaround is, the very first time you have to open... So the very first time when you open DaVinci, you have to open the shortcuts. And then, for example, here under DaVinci Resolve, you also see the shortcuts for the shortcuts menu, by the way. I just go in and add a new function here, like F12. All the other ones are saved, so I save it, go out, and now I can use them again.